In February, I was illegally fired from my job as a recreation technician on the Stanislaus Forest. In March, the courts told our administration that we were illegally fired and ordered them to give us our jobs back. Wednesday, we received round 2 of the fork in the road emails telling us that we can either take an early retirement or possibly lose our jobs. Even though I love my job and I want to continue to fight for it today, I'm here to talk about something else. You see, my close to minimum wage job, working for the public, is important to me and worth fighting for. There's a reason that DOGE and the Trump administration are firing hundreds of thousands of workers from the VA, Social Security, FAA, NOAA, CDC, and HHS, Department of Education, and all the other agencies that they're trying to gut. It is to cause the collapse of these agencies. In February, President Trump signed an executive order to open our public lands to unregulated logging. The executive order calls for immediate logging of 280 million acres of land while circumventing environmental restrictions, bypassing restrictions that protect wildlife and sensitive areas, allowing clear-cutting on large swaths of public land. Gifford Pinchot was the first American forester, and he is known as the father of the Forest Service. He was the pioneer of American forestry. He saw what unchecked logging was doing to forests in the Northeast and realized that if left unchecked, we would deplete the rest of the country in a few generations. He believed in scientific forest management. On February 1st, 1905, the Forest Service was established to ensure that national resources would last for future generations. The greatest good for the greatest number of people in the long run. This is the motto of the Forest Service. So that generation after generation could benefit, not so that one generation could wipe out these resources for everyone for their financial gain, leaving nothing for the future. Equal opportunity for every citizen to get their fair share of benefit from these resources, both now and hereafter. In 1916, President Woodrow Wilson signed the Organic Act establishing the National Park Service to protect places like Yosemite National Park, Yellowstone National Park, and other amazing places that have been set aside for us, the public, to be able to visit and enjoy forever. These precious places are fully protected to preserve their natural beauty for generation upon generation. The area that the current administration wants to free up for big timber to do as they please is 3 times larger than the state of California. National forests in the United States cover 191 million acres. Only 35% or 67 million acres are suitable to logging. Where do they intend to find the other 213 million acres they're looking for? Are they planning to open up our national parks for logging as well? National parks in 50 states cover 84 million acres. If you add it up, you still do not have enough to equal the amount of logging that the administration intends to do. This is not about stopping government waste. It is intended to dismantle government agencies to the point that they can no longer function. So they can privatize these agencies for profit to fill up their billionaire pocketbooks. Why should you care? Because as of this moment, these lands belong to you. You and you. They belong to my grandchildren and their children and the generations upon generations to come after that. They do not belong to Elon Musk. They do not belong to the current administration. I'm sorry, I have a really hard time getting through this without choking up, so you're just gonna have to bear with my emotions because I am emotional. If we do not stand up and fight this, we are going to lose our national forests. We're gonna lose our national parks. Places like Yosemite, Yellowstone, Zion, Grand Canyon, and many other places that should be preserved for future generations. In 2022, Tuolumne County tourism contributed $250 million to the nationwide economy, generating $10 million in local taxes. Local taxes, that's Tuolumne County, $10 million. Tourism-related jobs in Tuolumne County equals 2,550 private sector jobs, not counting federal workers. State tax revenue, $11.5 million. Over half of Yosemite National Park is in Tuolumne County. If you think this does not affect you, think again. Each household's taxes in Tuolumne County were offset by $954. I'm asking you to consider what the loss of federal lands would mean to our community economically. What will it mean to our children and grandchildren? Please write your representatives and tell them that we will not stand for this grift on the American people. We will not stand for the dismantling of federal agencies that serve the people. And we will not stand by while our president strips the rights of the American people and attempts to make himself king. I'm going to end today with this quote by John Muir, who dedicated his life to Yosemite so that the beauty of Half Dome and El Capitan and the other wonders be preserved so that we can enjoy their majesty. This is where I get emotional. The sun shines not on us, but in us. The rivers flow not past, but through us. Thrilling, tingling, vibrating every fiber and cell of the substance of our bodies, making them glide and sing. The trees wave and the flowers bloom in our bodies as well as our souls, and every bird song, wind song, and tremendous storm song of the rocks in the heart of the mountains is our song, our very own, and sings our love. Today I fight for our future. I ask you to call every representative, to choose between right and wrong, to choose to protect our lands and to protect our citizens and to protect our Constitution by telling this administration no!